Let me loop this video. Hey everybody, I'm so sorry. This is a impromptu. Did I say that right? Impromptu live. Please do not get me, everybody. Oh, can y'all hear me? Why this thing is on? I think y'all can. What's up, y'all? Please do not get me for this. Y'all, I'm gonna get right back into reading this book. I know y'all gonna be like, bro, y'all, I'm gonna just go ahead and get back into reading No One in the World because I want to get back into where we were at in the book. I'm gonna really just try to stay more committed to this. I think me. Well, I wanted to get back into this even with me, doing my studying for this 2 week course. But I do want to say, y'all, that like today, I'm trying to have a supervisor free to, like next couple of weeks. I want to have a supervisor free with no, feelings of anger and things like that. And today I was angry at somebody for because they were upset. Like I gotta stop this. I gotta stop it. Okay, I mean things that you can't understand or you can't control. I have to learn to keep my mouth shut and just say okay. So somebody had told me that a long time ago to just be like, "Bro, just say okay." All right. You got to let people have stuff at times. Um, Try to help them out of it though. That's what I could have been doing, just trying to try to help the person out of their anger, and just kind of move about the course. Because when somebody is angry, so you kind of got to let them vent. So just because it's a situation that you feel that they can't change, um, you can't get frustrated with them because you were at that point at one. But that's what I'm trying to get to is that I was where they were, and I guess I'm just frustrated because they're there now. It's definitely not. I told you so. I have to understand. When people come into the door, they don't know what's going on at that point in time. So I just, I'm telling you, this year, just on today, I just want to really learn how to grasp in better as a person. You know. So y'all, I'm gonna get into this book though. Kareem, what's up, baby? Oh, you said, hey, Ro, have you been dancing lately? Oh, you know what, dear? I have not, Kareem, with this with the way the weather has been. And I'm gonna tell you, I haven't even reached for the gym. Like, oh, let me get my butt back on up in there. How the heck I supposed to attend this dance challenge, and I ain't got an ounce of dance up in me. I'm gonna be looking crazy, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get some practice in. I was over there watching some Coach D videos. Coach D be having some great dances, y'all. So I'm gonna get in there. I definitely need to. I don't know what I've been doing lately. I've been really just, I think I've been in a mood, y'all, of doing just not doing anything, not doing enough. Uh huh. I can say that. So yeah, I gotta reach for that again because you can lose that feeling of that urge to go to the gym so quickly. So yeah, I gotta do it, y'all. You said I never get. Oh, okay, Corinne. You said I never get too angry. See, that is good, boo. Yeah, because it don't help at all. Anyways, it does not help at all to get angry. All it does is add on stress, wrinkles, and it can really, put you in a state of, anger and just it's just Emptiness, is that it? It just don't feel it doesn't feel good. It's not a good space. Especially that caught off guard type anger, so yeah. You somebody else is frustrated, so then you become frustrated. I just say don't do it. So I gotta remember the good things of this week. First of all, I am in a peaceful classroom setting. So I need to stick with that. Like for real. These are 2 weeks right here. Let me handle this. I ain't gotta worry about no email after email, um, harassing phone calls. So let me settle in this, and I'm gonna try to get that. My coworker. I'm gonna try to get her in that state of mind too, because we got a nice 2 weeks ahead of us. So, and it's still early in these 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely get into reading this book. Let me talk a little bit though, y'all, about some of the stuff out here. I'm gonna tell y'all this stuff within the B sector, y'all. A lot of it is looking like plays, don't it? It looks like play, like for real. It looks like plays. I want to get with my boo YouTube cameras, because we be on them when the plays come out. Me and her, we get on the porch and we just start drinking some nice iced tea. Yeah, some good old iced tea, and make sure we got a whole lot of ice in it, and we just be looking, because it's just them plays kind of good. They get us frustrated, and y'all, it's too many of them going on right now. Like, can what like beef? It ain't this. I don't know what this is, y'all. I'm telling you, I heard they've been talking about people mamas. Have y'all been seeing that? For real, y'all, they've been talking about people. They've been talking about people mamas real bad, and then they not mad. The people not mad. I don't get it. I don't understand. They not even mad. It's a Mother's Day, and then your mother gets talked about, and you not even mad. I don't get it. I don't understand that at all. Like, you were more about them being mad. I don't understand. That's one of the plays I saw. So what else was I gonna? Oh yeah, and then you know what, Brian, y'all. Brian told us a story, and he is still doing his story times. I found that to be quite sad too. I really hope that Brian does find his way. But I know he had just kind of almost had to do something with court. So going right back into that, that's just it's definitely a lot. But if he feels like that's something that's going to help him to learn to kind of forgive and forget, then I'll say I say do it. If especially if that is actually a lead in trauma, because trauma is never good. It can leave you in a space of not knowing your purpose or not knowing where you're going to go next. So sometimes you do gotta find a way of finding your way around that trauma. Oh, boo, you said all you got to do is whine and grind, and you will win. Absolutely, boo. You are so right. We got to keep it going. You said we have 8 more days of school, and the students are off the chain. Oh, boo, I can only imagine, Kareem. Yeah, y'all, let me tell y'all about my friend. So my friend's son, why is all this stuff happening on around Mother's Day? His son told his mother, I guess how sometimes if you don't do what a child say. So he was like, "All right, bruh," and she didn't like that at all. I'm like, dang, around Mother's Day, you gonna say "all right, bruh" to your mother? So yeah, that was something that happened. What's up, my Miss Darlings? Hey, baby. Kareem, you said, have you ever been angry with a content creator? Oh, yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, Kareem. Yes, boo. I sure have. you know. But um, and I definitely didn't handle it well. I was stressed out. If anytime you stressed out after anger, you didn't do it right. So yeah, it's a lot of that going on. Miss Darlings, hey boo. Miss Darlings, I had just a little bit of messiness today, and that was it. It was just I was saying that somebody their mama was getting talked about, and it just they won't even mad. That's something to be mad about though. For real, if your mama getting dragged and you seem like you all right, I just with that content creator, like you just ready to get back good with them. I don't know, y'all. It's too soon. Mother's Day just passed. At least ignore them. Like they ain't even try to ignore them. I don't understand what's going on here. It's too many Miss Darlings. You see all the Miss Darlings is gonna let us know. Miss Darlings is 100%. She don't cut no corners. She don't do no subliminals. None of that. Miss Darlings, how are these plays making you feel today? Are these plays sick, boo? I think they are sick. Oh, Yaya's in the building. Yaya, hey, boo. It's good to see you, Yaya. See, Yaya is definitely one of Yaya said, shoot, you back. She said, if you talk about my mama, no, she is not gonna be talking to you the next day on no freaking YouTube. Yaya, I don't know what they doing, boo. I don't it's way too close to Mother's Day. Somebody talk about your mama. And that part isn't what is making it's like you not angry about that part. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'ma just since they seem to have left that part of their mama alone, I'ma just leave it alone too. I don't understand. I would I think I would I would be off I would have to be off of YouTube at least a couple of days. I want to say nothing. But I don't know what's going on. It's plays. It's these plays be making people um ignore people, that I guess they say they love. They be making them ignore them to form a play. Cause that's definitely you ignoring your mother if you just sitting there letting your mama get talked about. And you ain't saying nothing about it, y'all. I don't know. Let me go ahead and just let that pass. So yeah, but other than that, it has been a lot of plays. Um I saw another one. See, I'm gonna go ahead and say this one. So because these are people that are supposed to be beefing, right? So I saw unapologetically Mika, she was over there calling. What did she say? Because ain't her and Shakim been fighting for a long time. And then I heard her over there. She was like, "Yeah, Shakim, if you want to drop down, you can." I was like, "Hold on, he just dragged you last night, girl. What's going on here? You just got dragged, right? Okay, all right. I don't understand it no more. But it definitely ain't beef. This ain't this ain't y'all for real. She just said that in her in that live that she was doing. I just tuned in and I heard her say that. She was like, "Yeah, Shakim, if you want to drop down, you can." So is everybody reuniting because they beefing with Jay Dunn? That's what it's looking like. I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't it look like that, y'all? Like for real? Like just from a perspective. But it's just weird. It's a lot of that going on. Oh, Miss Darlings, you said Ro has been triggered. Yeah, you better tell him, Miss Miss Darlings. You talk about that comment where they said Ro angry at a content creator. Yeah, I was real triggered, boo. Yeah, at one time. But y'all see it, yeah, and it's dark. Yeah, you right. Yeah, y'all got and Yeah, yeah, and it's real dark too. Yeah, it's a lot of dark stuff going on out there. I said, forget that. Shoot, I can't get back into the dark stuff can really take a toll on you. Cause I've been there too, y'all, where I've been in a realm, where the content was just bad. Like it was, I said, oh, I was saying all of that stuff. I haven't even, those are the videos I can't even go back and watch all the way. So yeah, I don't want to be in that state no more. I maybe, be just a little angry and I say a little something. But yeah, it's just a lot though. Yeah, Miss Dollins, you said Shakim ain't reuniting Ish. Yeah, I definitely don't think, Shakim is for that. Mika, baby, hey boo. But yeah, it is Korean. Yeah, it's a play. But yeah, for unapologetically. Ooh, you see how I can't talk, and I'm trying to read this book. Mika, I'm gonna say Mika. Yeah, Mika she just said that on the live. So I just feel like everybody is just trying to make up. They trying to make up, y'all. Um, I think I think Lemon done hit Shakim panel twice, right? But he said he ain't trying to make up though. I don't know. He hit that man panel twice, and he said he was over there. Isn't that called? What's that called when somebody try to get what's the word? Um, not clarification, but when I forgot what it's called. I can't even. How sometimes your mind. Um, I don't know. Y'all see it. It was something else though. Because he was saying I ain't trying to make up with him, but you were trying to kind of get him to see about Dory. I didn't get it. I don't know. It's all of that is throughout the sector though. It's not just them. It's a lot of stuff that I'm just kind of looking at and I'm like, all right, so y'all was beefing and now it's it's okay. I get like it's definitely okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's like I don't know. But y'all will see it. Self love yourself. What's up, boo? Oh, Kareem, you said that's what it is. Kissing herbs. Yeah, it did look like that too. Yeah, it looked like some herbs kissing. And I don't know for what though, because these people they have their own platforms. So I don't get it. But I don't. Maybe things will be said tonight. Maybe something. It's been a lot of the darkness also. Like my boo Yaya was just saying, with the striking and the flagging, some of this flagging, it's just outright ridiculous. And it could be so somebody getting dropped. I knew, but you knew that was going to happen sooner or later with these drops that people pay people for. Um, I knew some things like that would happen eventually. So I don't know. It's just it's a hot mess. Yeah, so this is around the time where me and my girl YouTube cameras we get together and we just like we look around and we say, okay, we gotta kind of stay put. We gotta stay put because we gonna get frustrated. We just gonna start yelling it out. But no, we can't do that. We ain't gonna do that. YouTube cameras. We gonna let them. Because no, because you sit here, because you sit here and you be angry, and you seeing somebody else ain't angry. You weren't angry when they was talking about your mama. You weren't angry when they was calling you a crackhead. They was calling you every name in the book. So ain't no way. Ain't no way we gonna be over here angry at all. That we will look too dumb. No, we gonna sit on the porch and drink some iced tea. It's about to be hot. Okay, are we gonna go get us some pizza? Okay, with some marinara sauce on the side. That's what we gonna do. And forget about it. I'm telling you, y'all, that's the quickest way to forget about it. Don't be angry about it. Oh, Mika, baby, you said it's been very entertaining. You think so, boo? Okay, Mika. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Now, if when it's fake, I just can't do it when it's fake. Like, it's not really all that entertaining to me. I don't know. I guess some of it isn't. I don't know. At this point in time, I don't know what's real and what's not real a lot of times. And that's when I just like look. Oh, I'm gonna go watch the tracker though. Like I know the tracker was funny. I was watching it a little today, but I'm gonna finish. I gotta finish watching that though. Yeah, I gotta see what everybody was saying. So I'm gonna be checking it out. Yeah, Miss Darling, it's just being a little messy over here, boo. Not too much. But yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna just get into this book. I want to get cursed out. Self love yourself, boo. Boo. Don't get me too bad, boo. Don't get me too bad. Oh, Mika, baby, you said I'm just watching and clocking. All right, Mika. Yeah. Oh, Mika, you said QB gave some people hell on the tracker. Yeah, Mika. Somebody told me, dear. Um, they told me about it. They was like, "Yeah, Ro, you gotta check this tracker out." So I said, "Oh yeah, I gotta get over there. I gotta see what's up." I'm gonna do that, y'all, right after I get into this book with y'all. Oh, you said never love never. Oh, self love yourself. You said never love never. Okay, now, boo. Oh, thanks. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Self love yourself. Yeah, I know you. Sure, I know you would be like, hold on now, bro. You just gonna jump into this book? Okay, where did I stop at, y'all? Because I had to go. This. I got this one. This is another cover right here for No One in the World. We were reading that one with the lawyer. Oh, look at Lady Dimples. Hey there, Lady Dimples. You said I tagged you in a nothing in a nothing post, boo. You said that. I heard somebody say that before, Lady Dimples. What does that mean? Miss Darlings, you said, Ro, how do you thinking about how do you think about the flagging and the heat bombing? See, dear, that's one of them things. Like, so I know when it comes to Jay Dunn, like that's something that if she feels strongly about, she's gonna do that stuff. Now, the flagging, I haven't heard too much about like who exactly was flagged, who did flag, but yeah, that's where a lot of this stuff that's going on. Oh yeah, Octavia's been flagging, right, or striking. Yeah, I heard him. So this is something that I heard Octavia say over there. I was listening over at Dory's. I think he was on Dory's. It was him, Dory, and Simon, and they were talking about Sonny and Ken. And Octavia said that he is really about to be like flagging and striking people for their association with Ken or people that like Ken. He was like he was gonna be doing a lot of that. So one thing I gotta say about it, Boo, is I hope certain people got their channels in different communities because It's kind of hard for a B set the channel to survive these days. Actually, Ness is one of the ones that really keeps a good rapport on her channel. I feel like sometimes, how I didn't understand how Fat Babe used to do it. You remember when Fat Babe used to sit there and she'll play some people's content. But Ness, I don't understand I don't even know how Ness do it. Cause she'll sit there, she'll play content. And remember when she had those get ready with me's, and she don't really be getting flagged, but a lot of other people do, flagged and strike. But it's hard because you out here trying to make money, and then all of a sudden there go that video, and then you may even have you a strike amongst that, and then there's your channel. That's what they doing now. Though they snagging the hell out of people's channels. It's not even petty no more. I don't even think I can call it petty. Once all of that dropping off of people's panels was happening, the petty lost its way. When because people just started doing it. We was doing it like we eat dinner. That's how people was dropping people from these panels for a little bit of money here, some money. Some people was doing it for $2. They said, right. So yeah, some of this stuff don't even surprise me. Like um the way Ness did her, her little thing where they got that mean of her now, the video, the little clip where she was yelling when Lemon's channel got porn bombed. I didn't even feel nothing. You know, what's going on with me, y'all? I didn't even feel that when I heard her yelling. I said, "Oh, now she yelling, girl, calm down." If I was on that panel, y'all, I would have told her, Ness, calm down. Stop yelling in my damn ear. I would have told her. That's the way I felt about it when she was saying it. Because now I was like, okay. And that goes to show just how, this stuff, the porn bombings, we done had so many porn bombings, y'all. I done had one, Ness done had one. Our eyes was big and wide. We didn't know which way to turn. Either we were looking at a peen, looking at. I remember I was over there when Ness got porn bomb. Um, I don't know if she was over here when I did, but I was just looking. Child about to go. Child about to go through it, child. And I'm just looking, and Brian over there laughing. And I'm just over there, I'm like, look at this man pee. Y'all, I'm saying, but yeah, that's what I saw. That's the way I feel about them. This flagging and this pee bombing, that's something that ain't gonna never stop or go away. Especially in a place that, sometimes we get serious and we do get mean. We get mean. So yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So I don't really, you know, I don't. I felt the way when Nest got, when I was like, oh my god, no, you know, um, a lot of everybody else. Who else though did I get a little triggered when they? I really didn't get too much more triggered when somebody else. Oh, when I did, when I well, I was more mad at Brian for laughing. Um, I didn't know what was gonna happen. When you get porn bomb, you just don't know what's gonna happen. You're like, oh God, did the flaggers get me? Are they gonna get me? Is my channel gonna go away? But people told me, they was like, bro, just take that video off. Just go ahead, unlist it, and be done with it. And that's what I did. I just went on and unlisted it, and when I was done, now I know, certain people, they say you can take out that part of the video and put your video back up, but then risk your chat being gone. And then, it's a 7-hour live or more. And you like, well, damn. I like to see the chat. I wanted to see what the chat was about, but you done took my chat away. That's where he probably should have came up here and cursed somebody out for. Like, bitch, you took my damn chat away. Okay? The chat be hilarious. And you took my damn chat away. That's the next person to get P-Bomb. Cuss that MFer out for taking your chat. Okay? Because you know they done took it, these P-Bombs, y'all. If your channel still afloat, don't even get mad about it. Okay? Eh, Hey, don't get mad at that. Get mad at the situation, something about the situation like your chat being going away. You can get mad about that. Like, this MF tried to take my chat away. Bitch. Just start yelling that out then. Oh, you listen to it too? Self-love yourself. Yeah, baby. Okay, so yeah, we gotta listen to the tracker, y'all. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna do that. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's what I thought though. Lady Dimples, hey boo. Lady Dimples was over there. She went on and called some stuff out. I heard her, how she felt about the whole Lemon and Shakim situation. But I did see though, they aren't this ain't gonna be no thing that they not really trying to get back into a friendship. You said didn't mean nothing, meant to say community wall post. Oh, okay, boo. Oh, thanks, baby. Diving deeper. What's up, Diving? Hey, baby. Yeah, but that's what I thought though, y'all. Yes, the book club is back. Yeah, Ness was yelling. She was yelling, and I just said, I was like, Ness, stop that. Yeah, stop yelling in my ear. But she really did try. She did it though. She did do that video, that little clip. She did that clip though. She did, y'all. But it's just like Ness, it's been something we done seen so many times. We don't be we ain't triggered by it. Is that bad? How was he feeling about it? He was on everybody panel. He on everybody panel after, so I think he was okay. Okay. See, look, there go Davin. Davin said she is also numb to it. Yeah, but I always have said this though. I do want people to continue to get their money. Um, the only thing over here though, sometimes people do turn your money into monopoly money. They start playing with it. Okay, they start trying to make it seem like your money ain't nothing but a game. Um, so I mean, what can you do when you own a channel over here where people create plays right in your face, and you try to sit there and say, I got this channel. I did 7 hours. But how many of them 7 hours did you fool around? Was you just playing in somebody's face? You want us to my outrage can't go there. No. Stress. You want me to have a gray hair for a P bombing? But somebody trying to fool around with your channel because they either mad or bitter. No, they'll just have to. But the person, as long as the person know what was going on and they can savor it, that's it. You said Lemon. He said he ready to stand in front of the judge about his. For real, Miss Darlings. Oh, is that serious? Oh, that's what's going on now. Not. Let me find out. Not going to the judge for a porn bombing. What? You said that live ended so fast. I thought the electric company shut it down. Mika baby. Oh, that must have been the one, boo, that Prazar was talking about earlier. Yeah, it was something about, they said that a live was gone. I don't know nothing about that, y'all. I think that was more on the yeah, that was a strike. You said, did you ever find out who porn bombed you? Nope, I never did self love yourself. I would love to know now though. Whoever it is, I would just can you let me know? Let me know. I just want to know who it was. I won't be mad at all. I told you I was more mad at Brian. And now now I'm over it. That's the best way to be. Don't be mad about the porn bombing. Be mad at the situation around it. Okay, like let's see something Lemon could be actually Lemon, be mad at the fact that your chat gone. Because I heard, it was a lot of stuff being stirred over there in your chat. Be mad at that. And I'm telling you, all the anger that you may have for Jadon is gonna go away. It'll go right away because you ain't gonna be mad at her no more if you just say, damn, she took my damn chat. You'll be mad at that, and then you won't even be thinking about the porn bombing of the channel. So yeah, try to do that. But yeah, I want to find out though. I would love to find out self love yourself. I don't know. Maybe it probably was some troll that don't like me though. Oh, excuse me, because I don't know who it could have been. All I know is that they was definitely into gay porn though. Whoever it was. Um. So I don't know. Maybe it was one of the gay dudes. Maybe it was a gay guy over here. I don't. Who was I beefing with at the time, y'all? I forgot who I was beefing with at that time. It could have been one of them though. That's probably what it was. Because I don't really be beefing with too many people. So it was probably somebody that really just didn't like me. But if it was but yeah, I would love for the person to tell me though. Hey, email me to the person. Email me. Let me know. It was you. I ain't gonna say nothing. Miss Darlings, you said Ro. Papa Bear Octavius is acting on behalf on Lemon or whatever he is doing. It's legal allegedly. You said, oh, it's legal what Octavius is doing. I don't know. Octavius had quite a bit of things to say. He really doesn't like people that are in support of Ken. Um, he had a lot to say about, I think about the beef sector too. I was like, it was some questionable stuff. I said, okay, Octavius, but really, because one thing that he kind of said that I didn't get, because I was like, well, Octavius, you have been beefing with people other than Ken over here. Let's not forget that. Octavius is beef with quite a bit of people in the beef sector, where people would say he is kind of part of the beef sector. He said that Ken followed him over to the street sector to terrorize, him and Kiki. But won't they cool? See, this be that fake ish right here. This be that all that fake man. It is too daggone fake. Octavius, what you doing over there with Dory? I'm about sick of all of it. You over there with Dory. Won't Dory just trying to drag Kiki? What is going on here? And then Octavius, won't you cool with Ken? Everybody need to shut up. I'm YouTube cameras. Where you at, boo? YouTube cameras. Go. Give me the iced tea. I need to go. I need the damn iced tea. I can't do this. See, look at it. Ready to get frustrated. Where's my YouTube cameras? Okay, because see, a lot of stuff just gets wakened up. Okay, because Octavius was cool with Kiki. You were just cool. You were cool with him after he said all that stuff about the children. Y'all dark ish. Y'all want to talk about the dark ish? You was over there cool with him. Uh-huh. Because he was over there he was calling you almost bro. But y'all just in a bad state right now. But now, but then Octavius seemed like he wanted to come for the beef sector. on behalf because he said, I'm about to take all these motherfucking channels down that is cool with Ken. It's crazy out here, y'all. Octavius, you was cool with Ken after everything that happened. Uh-huh. I tell you, if somebody talk about another person's mama and then act like they ready to smile, back in their face. I can't do this. Oh, Miss Darlings, you said I was ready to blame Brian back then. Really, Miss Darlings? Yeah, see, you never know with Brian. Brian been blaming some folks lately, about his channel. Um, he blamed D Miss O, he blamed Dory, and who's the last person? He blamed somebody else too. Oh, Sheffy. Yeah, those were the three people that Brian blamed for his channel being striped. Since we talking about stripes and flagging. But he could have did it on the second device though. I don't put it past Brian. He could have been laughing and doing it at the same time. I think he did. Yeah, he probably did do it because Brian probably like him a dreadhead because the guy had dreads, brown skin. Brian like him a brown skin. Yep. It probably was Brian. We gonna blame Brian for it. I think he did it in spite because he was mad because I was liking Shock him. Uh-huh. Yeah, he said, Ninja, you ain't gonna. He said, nah, not today, Ninja. I'ma get you. And I'ma laugh in your face while I'm doing it. So he probably did it. He probably could have did it, y'all. All them channels that Brian got, he probably did do it. I blame Brian. Uh-huh. That's what we gonna leave it right there, y'all. I ain't mad at him no more. I'm more mad at him for laughing though. See, Brian, I could go across his head right now. Let me stop. I ain't gonna do it though. Ninja, you laughing? You look here, Ninja. You get your ass to work. Get your ass to work, Ninja. Let me see. Oh no, y'all see, I gotta stop this. See, I'm gonna be bad. Okay, I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, that's self love yourself. That's right, because you said no. Uh-huh. It was Brian, y'all. I really think it was him though now. Uh-huh. Yeah, because the way he gave me that sappy, I like, oh, he ain't really say it was Brian. Brian corn bomb my channel. Brian, I can't believe you. You need to speak on that. Speak on it, and I'm about to see. Yeah, Mika baby, I'm sorry to start some mess, but I really think it was him. Uh-huh. This don't make no sense. Play detective on that, Brian. Yeah, see, look, Lady Dimple said, Ro, that wasn't a video that bombed you. I thought it was a real person. Lady Dimples, I tell you, dear, that's no, it ain't actually when you say that, that is kind of that didn't it kind of look that way though? It did look like it could have been real. But no, I don't think so, boo. I don't even remember what the name was that came up when I let that person. Oh, yes, I do. They had trademarks name. So no, it wasn't, I don't think it was real Lady Dimples. And ain't no dreadhead that looked like that man. He ain't about to just pop up, like that out of nowhere doing that to somebody's channel. And it did no, it had features that made it look like it was a video. But yeah, when you say that though, yeah. I don't know. It looked like it was somebody maybe off of a doing something like that off of one of them apps. Y'all know them ones where folks, be up there performing for money and stuff like that. That's what it looked like. So yeah, I think it was Brian that point bombed me. Yep, it was him. Yeah, you said, and he said Ken. Yeah, so I don't know. Octavius though, yeah, he definitely was over there dapping Ken up. And then you're back beefing with him. So and then you done beef with quite a bit of people over here in the beef sector. So no, you can't do that. You just Octavius, you just about over here too. You just about over here with the beef sector. Okay, I put Octavius right over there in the line of one of them um black sector dudes that came on over here like that. So yeah, that's why a lot of people what they say go out one ear out the other. You know, just like soup, you taking in some hot soup and it go right out your body. I mean, it's you can't when they sit there and say stuff like that, like they ain't been over here. I'm telling you, Octavius seemed like he ain't never been over here. Like I can't believe these people would align themselves with somebody like Ken. And I was like, well, you aligned yourself with him, Ninja. You was Ninja. What you doing over there on Dory? What you do, Octavius? What you doing over there on Dory? Dory was just ready to cuss Kiki out. Oh, Octavius, what did Kiki just break up with you, Octavius? What you got? You got drama. And who talked about it? The beef sector. Boy, y'all is a mess over here. Oh yeah, Lady Dimples. You said wasn't it a guy with dreads? Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, Lady Dimples. I remember that man with dreads. Lady Dimples, you said road. That wasn't oh, my bad. You already said that. Yeah, it was big, Lady Dimples. It was. See, I'm over there acting a fool. Ooh, and y'all know this another reason why it was Brian. Because you see how jealous and mad he was at me looking. And I can't look at the peen that you done porn bomb me with, Ninja. If you don't go sit your investigating ers down somewhere, he mad. That's another reason why he was laughing like that. And did you see how rough he was treating me after I got the guy up off of there? He was mad that I was quote unquote looking. That Diva was, kind of caught me saying, "Oh, look at Ro looking," and he was mad at that. Then Brian dragged me right after that. Then he dragged me right after that too. This a messy, this a mess of a life right here because we finding stuff out. We look at how easy that was to find out who porn bombed me. Oh, what a messy night that was. Yeah, this just don't make no sense. Miss Darlings, you better get him. You better get him, boo. Don't get me, though. This is just terrible finding stuff out like this, y'all. I'm not even, but I'm still mad a little bit. I'm still mad a little bit, Brian, at you laughing. I am a little bit mad at that. I'll pluck you right in the head, right in the forehead. And I know it will hurt, okay? It'll hurt. Okay, Mr. Smooth. I'll pluck him right in the head for that mess. Yeah, it was. Miss Dollar said- yes, it was that Ro got stuck. Yeah, I was stuck right in that damn matrix with Trish. I said right when Trish found out, how Trish found out when Simon ain't had no money and that Belize may not, work out like that. Trish was stuck. I was stuck right up in that matrix like that, y'all. Then I said, "Oh damn, hold on, what the hell is going on?" Brian over here laughing. You motherfucking. He was giving me the whole Tulsa treatment. How Tulsa treat Dory? He was giving me that whole treatment right there, laughing. I said, "What the hell is going on?" Oh shit! Hold on, let me. I said, "Hold on, oh shit, hold on. Should I press it?" I said, "Hold on, get this ninja up off of here." And then I got him off. I really thought it was trademark. I thought it was trademark, y'all. Even though I hadn't really known trademark to hit a link like that, I wish I had known at the time because most of the time I've seen trademark on uploads. I've never seen that man hit a link. So yeah, I should have. That was definitely my fault. But who would have thought that they would have porn bombed me? But I must have cussed somebody out. I must have cussed somebody out, or they was mad. So yeah, I think it was Brian. I'ma blame him. So yeah, y'all, we done talked. Y'all, we done talked through through this book. No, I'm gonna read though. I'm gonna read because I know y'all like, boy, if you don't read, Let me see where I'm at. This is a good book, though, y'all. I'm telling you, I really like it. Y'all, please read Elin Harris. Any of his books will do. I love me some Elin Harris. No one in the world. Who is this on this cover? So the cover, y'all, I love Elin Harris's like his covers. You can tell, he puts a lot of thought in them. So this lady, I want to say this is um who could this be? I think this is the main one of the twins, because this book includes two male twins. I think that lady is the twin that is straight. I think that this is his baby's mother. Yep, that's on this cover of this book. I really think that, and I think that it's him right beside her, because I don't think that it's his sister. Because I don't see why they would put her on the cover, even though I like her character. Her name is Sissy. That's what his sister's name is, the main one of the main characters. Um, but I don't see why she would be on the cover, and I can just tell by the way this lady is expressing herself. She looks like she could be a little sad and like she's missing something. And I think that that's what's going on. Like she's missing the main character, and I can tell she looks like a lady that could have like a younger daughter or son or something like that, and she just looks a little lost. And that is what the main characters, the straight male twin character, that's what his baby's mother was experiencing. She looks like lost. She looks like it's something that she can't tell him. So yeah, I think that's her. I could see why he would have her on the cover. And she looks like a really pretty woman. She's given a darker shade of Sade tease, Sade the singer. So yeah, I think that's her. So y'all, without further ado, what chapter was I on? All right, let's see. I think I'm on. Hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and start on chapter 26 because I think that's where I was at. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't remember. Let me see. Is this it? Though I did. Okay, no, I did. I seen that chapter. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna read chapter 28, y'all, and then I think that'll kind of help me get to where I was. Chapter 28 of No One in the World. After ringing the doorbell, Austin stood on the porch of her mother's house, the house she had grown up in. When the door opened, Austin's mother, a short woman with skin the color of toasted wheat, opened her arms for a hug. She wore a flower print housecoat over her blouse and slacks. Austin gave her mother a hug. "How are you, mommy? I couldn't. Oh, I could have been kidnapped and held for ransom for all you know, since you never came to see me," Angela said, kissing Austin's cheek. "I was here just last week, mommy. I can never see my baby enough," Angela said, play pinching Austin's cheeks. "I was making some tea. We can take it out back on the deck. It's a nice evening." Outside, Austin's mother slipped from one of her old What's that word? Old laid porcelain. I'm sorry. Old porcelain teacups. The matching saucer balanced on her lap. She stared up at the sky as if she didn't have a care in the world. Setting her cup back on the saucer, Angela said, "Not that I don't love to see my daughter every opportunity I get, but what brings you here? I wasn't expecting to see you for another few days." "Oh, I just wanted to tell you that the mortgage has been paid. You didn't have to come all the way over here for that. You could have called like you normally do when you pay it." Years ago, Angela's mother's house had been paid for. When Austin needed money to rebuild her late father's business and was unable to give a bank loan, her mother gladly offered to refinance the mortgage on the house. Austin vehemently objected. Angela said, "With the money, do you think you'll be able to make your father's business better than it was?" "Yes." "Will the business provide a good living for you?" "Most definitely." "Then we're getting you that money." Austin was able to keep only two of the promises. The business was successful and it did provide well for her, but soon Austin would not be able to pay the money. Oh, I'm sorry. But soon Austin, what's this? But soon Austin would not be able to pay back the money. That meant that the mortgage on her mother's home would go unpaid, and her mother, who was retired and only drew Social Security, would lose her home. Austin could not let that happen. "Austin, are you okay?" Angela said, pulling Austin out of her thoughts. "Yeah, mommy, I'm good." "No, there's something wrong. This whole recession and housing thing, you okay with money? You don't need." "No, no, everything is fine," Austin lied. "Actually, business is much better than you would think. I really came I really came by to give you some news." "What news, baby?" Austin sighed and tried her best to pass her smile off as a sincere one. "I'm getting married, mommy." Oh, so y'all, we started pretty much on the chapter that we needed to. Yeah, so Austin was headed, if I can remember, Austin, who is my favorite character. She is headed to, well, I mean, yeah, she's headed into this setup marriage. It's like a play, a setup marriage that um was conjured up by the main character's sister in order for him to keep his father's business afloat. Yeah, it was his father's and I guess his mother's business to keep their business afloat because see, their father and mother passed away unfortunately in a plane crash, and they in order for the in order for her for the I'm sorry, in order for their son, was it their son or stepson? Yeah, because they had adoptive kids. In order for them to get the business, their son, who is a gay man, he had to marry a woman because their father did not want him to be gay. So yeah, he got to marry a woman, and they done set this up. Oh, self love for yourself. You said this is the twins, and one was in jail. Yep, yeah, boo. Yeah, and it's really getting good, y'all. So, y'all, I'm gonna do one more chapter as we are, just trying to get back into the fold of things. Chapter 29. I took Eric to one of my favorite steakhouses in Chicago and ordered the 10-ounce filet with sauteed spinach and garlic mashed potatoes. When the tall, dreamy eyed waiter turned to Eric and said, "And you, sir?" Eric seemed uncertain. He stared at the menu as though it was a tough school exam and then ordered a cheeseburger and fries. "Hold on," I said to the waiter, turning to Eric. Are you sure that are you sure that's what you wanted? What you want? Why don't you get a steak or lobster or both?" Eric gave another puzzled look at the menu, then back up at me. That would be okay. That would be okay. Sure. Order whatever you want. This is your first meal out of I caught and corrected myself, afraid of embarrassing Eric in front of the waiter. Your first meal back in town. Eric smiled a little at my mistake. I don't know what's good. Can you order for me? I was hoping you'd say that. I happily wa- I happily looked up to the waiter. He'll have the 10-ounce filet, medium well, the lobster tail, the potatoes al gratin, and grilled asparagus. I turned to Eric. Would you like beer or wine? Beer. And a Stella, please. The waiter took our menus and disappeared. Whoa, you really know your food, Eric. One of my favorite things about, oh, let me get that right. I'm sorry, y'all. It says, "Whoa, you really know your food," Eric said. One of my favorite things about, sorry, y'all. One of my favorite things, along with Broadway shows, great music, and great wine. We were silent for a moment, both of us. I imagine were looking for something to say. I looked up at him, and as with every other time, I was mildly startled to see a splitting image of me. It was truly eerie just how much we looked alike. Y'all, it's just so nice to see two brothers getting along like this. The waiter brought us bread and butter, which mercifully gave me fuel for conversation. "This is some of the best warm bread you'll ever taste," I said, sliding it over to Eric. He took a couple of pieces and stared to butter one. He held it up to his mouth, about a about to take a bite, but before he did, he said, "It wasn't the traffic that made you late, was it? You weren't sure you still wanted to pick me up? Some reason you didn't come yesterday?" Before my mother had passed, she always said I was very intuitive. "You're a mind reader?" She would always tell me. I obviously shared that gift with my twin brother. I pondered whether I wanted to be truthful with him. "No, Eric, it really was the traffic. You saw all the cars on the way out here. That's where I was stuck in." I lied, not sure why. "And yesterday I had a trial. Couldn't get away." So were you able to get that info I asked you? So were you able to get that info I asked you for? I had to pull some strings, but yes, I did. That was for the mother of your daughter, right? "Yeah," Eric said, looking as though he didn't like having to confirm who the number. was for. I guess there would be nothing wrong with you calling her. Wouldn't matter if it was. I need to find out why she's trying to take my rights away. So, do you have it or what? Eric said. I do, but I'm going to need something in return. What? I asked you before why you were in prison. You said you didn't. Oh, you said you'd tell me later. I need that to be now. Why is that important? Because we're brothers. And if we're going to try, if we're going to do this, we'll we can't be keeping secrets. Eric looked up at the piece of bread on his plate. Oh no, I'm sorry. Eric looked down at the piece of bread on his plate, then back at me. No. He picked up the bread and knife and sloppily smeared butter on it. I'll find the information myself, he said while chewing. That's that. Now, can we just move on? Dang, I don't know why he doesn't want to tell his brother the information. That's the first person I'm telling y'all. I know I'm naive, but if I found out I had a twin brother, I'm going to just go ahead and trust my twin brother. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is no longer about the phone number and address. After we're after we're done here, I'll be taking you to my house, my home. And I hate to say it, but I need to know what I was locked up for before you go letting some ex-con who could have been locked up for murder or something into your crib. Don't worry. Don't worry, Kobe. I won't steal your mother's silverware. Don't talk about my mother, I said, defensive all of a sudden. Eric looked at the frown on my face, then down at my left hand. I had a tight fist around my butter knife as though I was going to do something criminal with it. See, look at that. Kobe said, don't talk about my mama. Y'all, look at how all this goes right into the commentary. Okay, where are we? Don't. Oh, okay. Eric looked at the frown on my face, then down at my left hand. Oh, okay. I already read that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eric said, but you're making a big deal out of nothing. It ain't nothing crazy. Then tell me, I said, getting tired of this back and forth, or not. But no, if that's the way you want to play it, we'll be going our separate ways when we're finished eating. You just like all the rest of them. Got a little money, look down your nose at folks when they don't do exactly what you want. Well, fuck you. Eric got up, turned to leave, and then turned back to give a handful, then turned back to grab a handful of the sliced loaf before walking out. Ooh, that's so ghetto. Ain't that ghetto, y'all? Now he grabbed a handful of the sliced loaf before walking out. Oh no, I would grab my brother. I would grab my brother right on up and say, brother. Brother, I can't let you walk up out of here this ghetto. Here, can we get a to-go tray? Get this ninja a to-go tray. I know he just said F me. Y'all, hold on, let me stop drinking. No, this is good though. Let me get Pretty Black Cute. What's up, boo? Boo, we are reading right now. All right now, y'all. Let me stop. I watched him make his way towards the I watched him make his way towards the door, then exit, and I felt bad for what I had done. Is everything all is everything all right, Mr. Winslow? The manager, a graying man in a dark suit, asked. Yes, I said, still looking at the door. Shall I call the police? Taking offense, I said, why? Why would you do that? I'm sorry, Mr. Winslow. Forgive me. The manager apologized and then left me. Had I made a had I made a mistake? I had been looking for my brother for almost a month. Then, after finding him, I drove him away for only a few days. I stood up from my chair, prepared to go after him, but a moment later, I sat back down. If he could not be honest with me, there was no way I could invite him into my home and expect things to work. This had to be done on terms that I was comfortable with, and honesty was a priority. I lowered my eyes, still not feeling any better about forcing my brother away when I felt the chair opposite me move. I looked up and I was surprised to see that Eric was taking his seat again. You really need to know? Yeah, I really do. I stole a car. That's what I did. Okay? Okay, I said, picking picking up my fork, preparing to eat again, but I stopped when it why was it so hard for you to tell me that? I you have everything given to you. From what I see, there ain't nothing that you don't got or can't get if you wanted it. That little information you just got from me, all you had to do was punch a few buttons on a computer and you could have known it. But I had to give it to you. All my life, people have been in my business, the foster care system, the city, the courts. I just wanted not to be forced to give up what my personal business was for once. I realize I've made a huge mistake. I'm sorry, Eric. Don't worry about it, he said, looking away. I'm used to it. Okay, y'all. So I think we're at a good spot. Scorpio ascending. What's up, baby? Tori 91. Hey, boo. It's good to see y'all. Oh, this my boo, pretty chocolate girl. Hey, pretty chocolate girl. What's up, baby? Oh, boo, it's good to see you, boo. Yes, my girl in the building. Yeah, all my girls. Scorpio ascending. Tori 91. Myself, love yourself. All right, y'all. And I can't forget my Miss Darlings. So y'all, and thank you, Lady Dimples, for coming in too. So y'all, I do appreciate y'all. This was a great read. I hope I'm not too far back in the chapters now. Oh, Scorpio, you said, oh, were you reading the book, bro? Yeah, Scorpio, boo. Dear, don't get me, boo. That's what the title is. Cause I just had to pounce out here and read this book again. It's been so long. Um, I really want to get through this whole book though, y'all. I think for some reason though, I feel like that I'm further back in the book because I lost my place in the book, Scorpio Boo. Cause this is actually another book. Yeah, it's the same book, but it's not the same book that I had that I rented from the library. This is another one. So I got to figure out where my bookmark was. So I may be a little bit uh like I may be a little bit back in the chapters that I was already at. But hey, we're gonna make it through it though, boo. Oh, you said I am going to Red Ball. I love story time. Oh yes, please do, boo. Yeah, Scorpio, I was cutting up just a little bit beforehand as well. So y'all, I think we done did our little time. Um Y'all, I was watching somebody. I'm about to go get me a pizza. I was eating all day. When you're in a classroom setting, I gotta say, y'all, you get hungry. I was eating the whole day. I'm telling you, I had something in my mouth, y'all. I was just so hungry. I guess that's a good thing because y'all know I'm trying to gain a little bit of pounds. Hashtag gains. So yeah, that's one thing that's good about being in a class for 2 weeks in a classroom setting. You can't stop eating. So y'all, yeah, that's self love yourself. You say eating some pho, some pho. Ooh, I know that's right, boo. Yeah, pho is good. They actually have it now in the you can get it up in the one of them little cups. Like, you make your instant noodles. Now you can get your pho in that, in the cups now, boo. Yeah, that pho ain't no joke though. So y'all, I'ma definitely be talking with y'all soon though. This was a great read. I'm so happy to be back reading this book. This book is so messy. Okay, so it'll be right on time. Um, every time you about to get you some information that they give out, somebody's tea's getting spilled. This book is everything, y'all. Yeah, so self-love yourself, boo. We are back. All right. So yeah, y'all, I'll be speaking with y'all soon. I'm gonna let y'all get to your dinners. I'm gonna get me something to eat as well. Yeah, self love yourself, baby. It is messy, isn't it? I can't wait to see how this ends. Yeah, both of the two authors, I really appreciate them. Because this book was not only written by Elin Harris, but R.M. Johnson also had something to do with the establishment of this book. And I gotta say, these gentlemen pulled it off. All right, so y'all, I'll be talking with you soon. And yeah, y'all, if you can, don't get mad if you see a play in the mist. They got quite a bit of them. Quite a bit of them out here. Oh, y'all, I'm about to go watch my tracker. Yeah, and probably order a pizza today. Let me go see what QB had going on the tracker. I was listening to a couple of things that he said he had going on though. He said like he did shout out all the mothers, and he also said that him and Fababe and Leah, they're going to be going to the I guess Beyonce's concert. She having another concert for Playboy Carter. So I know that's going to be interesting. He said they may do like video and commentary on YouTube, but it could just be a special event for them. So yeah, y'all, that's what's going on though. I said, let me find out. Oh, self love yourself, boo. You said this book needs to be a movie, don't it, boo? Oh, I would love for it to be a movie, dear. Y'all. Oh, Scorpio, you take care too, love. I would love for this book to be a movie, y'all. Any of his books, I wish could be in the theaters. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. I hope maybe one day somebody will take that project on, because I know I'm not the only one that loves them some Edelyn Harris down. So y'all never know. Maybe we'll get that, or maybe we'll get a little series going on. Somebody take a TV project of Edelyn Harris's work. I sure would love to see it. All right, so y'all, I'll see you soon though. Let's play some outro music. Yeah, so y'all, I'll be letting y'all know about some more books in the future that I may plan on reading. This other book I got, y'all, is really thick. It's more on the level of like an adventure book. It's an adventure book. Kind of like one of them Xena books, y'all. So I may read that.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pronounce all those words in that book though. I may just have to get us a Chelsea Handler book, y'all, and just get messy again. But hey, we'll see though. All right, y'all, take it easy and enjoy your night. Yeah, Scorpio, you know, boo. I don't know if I can read those. I don't know if I'm being pronounce all those words in this adventure book I got, but I might though. I wanted to do a little accent to y'all and play with y'all like that. Do an accent, a British accent. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull that off. I'm gonna have to watch some videos, but I know it will be fun though. So hey, I may try it though. Let's see if I can pull a British accent right now. I'd like to see you try it. Oh, y'all, was that terrible? It might have been terrible. All right, y'all. I'll be talking with you though. Peace, and let me know if what y'all think about that idea too. Reading an adventure book and maybe having an accent with it. All right, everyone. Peace.